Ooh-wee! I don't think this one's gonna be. Oh no. What up there, my ladies and dudes? Back here again for a second episode of What the Fizz. What the Fizz is sparkling reviews for foos. This is the review series where we basically go down through different brands of sparkling water. In each episode, I'll be featuring 2 different kinds. And for today's episode, what we've got here is the Peach Perrier. That'll be the first one that I'll be trying. Second one here is some no name goodness here. Some CranFizz, Western Family. Basically the Save On Foods no-name brand sort of dealio here. We're just going to kick it off here and get the ground running with the Peach Perrier. Now there are 2 versions of this one. With Perrier, they come in, basically, you got the tall bottles, you got the smaller 500 milliliter bottles, you have taller liter bottles, and then you have what happens with the 6 or the 10 packs of the Perrier canned drinks. So with this sparkling water, this is a 0-calorie peach. I know sometimes they have like the peach with the raspberry, etc., that come with like some of the calories with the juice and everything like that. But for this today, we're just going to be doing Peach Perrier. Now it's important to note that the taste and the flavor of everything, whether it's in a can or a bottle, is obviously going to be a lot different. When it comes to, let's say, a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola, you'll notice that when you're having it fresh from a can or as like a soft drink or from a bottle, they have each a slightly different, distinct taste to it, right? And to each their own with that, right? Everyone's got a certain preference, and I know that it's usually all over the board with it. The canned Peach Perrier here is usually priced at about $6.99 Canadian, or sometimes being on sale at $4.99. You can find these guys in a little bit of a 10-pack here with 250 milliliters per can. Now keep in mind, right, it's important, like I said in the last video, it's important to do the math on everything, right? So you want to know whether or not it's worth buying, whether the value, the dollar that you're spending versus how much you're getting is going to be worth the value that you're getting from it all. So it's important to know that a regular price of this one, about $7, minus the bottle deposit tax, etc. You're getting about 250 mils, so that's going to be 2.5 liters for that $7, which you could be telling yourself, okay, hey, if I got the bottles, you know, if I got the 1 liters or whatever, I can get 2 of those 2 1-liter bottles at a convenience store for like $5, right? So it's about weighing it out whether or not it's worth it for you. But for me, I tend to go with these only if they're on sale. And if they're not on sale, then I go straight for the bottle. So let's just kick this off here with the first taste and the flavor. Important to note that the carbonation's got pretty much mid-level carbonation on here, which is totally fine. Like that's what most of these are probably going to be sitting by. So mid-range carbonation. Smell very, very faint. It smells alright, but you got a little bit of that peach flavor, but it's nothing too out of the ordinary. First taste here. Not a lot going on here in terms of flavor, to be honest with you. Like you got that faint peach. It's almost like those you know, those little sour peaches, those little sour peach candies, fuzzy peaches, like fuzzy peaches. That's one. Haha, fuzzy peaches. The fuzzy peach candies. You might remember you have a kid, maybe you're just loading it up all yourself right now, still getting that sugar rush, you know. But that's what it kind of gives me the idea of. It's just a little bit more faint. I'm not gonna lie to you, that first taste you're not getting a lot of flavor. I'm gonna sip it again here, see what it is for the aftertaste that we're gonna get. Aftertaste, a little bit smoother, kind of goes down a little bit better. Again, the carbonation is mid-range, so when everything else is all kind of combined together. Now with the balance, when everything else is coming together, I find that they could probably put a little bit more pep in their step with this. Simply because the bottled version to begin with, which I've had, has a lot more flavor to be had. Here it just kind of loses a little bit, but like at the end of the day, the smoothness factor on this is like pretty awesome. Like it's pretty high up there. This is definitely something that I'd go buy and get if it was on sale again, but also have, you know, different preferences over this one as well too, because it's not too strong of a taste, to be honest. So for the flavor on this one, I have to give this one like 6.8 on the flavor. Balance is a little bit better, like, because, you know, you got that mid-range. It totally makes sense for, you know, the carbonation, with the taste, the flavor, the first taste and the aftertaste. Everything all said and done would probably be sitting at about a 7.3. Factoring the smoothness on this, be a lot higher. It goes down pretty smooth. You know, you can just drink this like water. Haha, it is water. Haha. Oh, funny joke, Bryce. Ah, funny joke. But for real, smoothness factor on this, give it an 8. Aftertaste definitely a little bit higher, so that would be ranked at about, say the aftertaste is about 7.9. The first taste would probably be again in around that 6.8 range. So all these based at a 10. And again, talking about the value of price versus quality, the quality that you're getting from this, again, smaller can. You're not looking at the 355 mils. You're looking at the 250. You got 10 of them 10 of them making up 2.5 liters. You know, regular price $7. Honestly, there's a lot better out there that you can have for that range. I mean, again, it's not poor quality or anything like that. It's definitely something that I would personally buy again. It's not absolutely terrible or awful or anything like that. I do think that the can hurts this one versus the bottle. But I do find that the taste could be a lot more strengthened. So for the overall taste and experience of this one, I'll give it a 7.4. 7.4. Moving along. Next up on the list here, what we got here is the Western Family CranFizz. Yeah, basically the no-name brand from Save on Foods here in Canada. So this one I came across because, you know, obviously my curiosity, my love for it. I've just been fascinated with these drinks for the last 2-3 years. With this guy, it kind of struck me because obviously 355 mils, a 12 pack that you're getting on sale for $4.99, regular $6.99, already beats the quantity of what you would be getting per pack by 2 cans and by a lot more in portion compared to the peach Perrier I was just alluding to. Now the 0-calorie drink, CranFizz, obviously cranberry, right? Cranberry flavor. Always get that first taste in. Hey. Oh, now definitely the zinginess of this, the carbonation is going to be higher than the Perrier. They're mid to upper level carbonation, but holy shit, sticks and butter. Gotta say, not the most impressive drink. I mean, what do you expect, guys? Oh my god, it was a no-name brand. It's like, yeah. But for this guy here, I would have to say, first taste, like you kind of get a little bit of that. It's almost like it teases you, right? It's like putting the tip in and then just back out. You know, you're not giving that full treatment. You're not giving it that full satisfaction. And here we are, not fully satisfied. First taste kind of leaves you wanting more. The aftertaste doesn't really settle in. Almost kind of feels like a non-flavored carbonated water, right? Just something very, very basic. I mean, again, not much to expect from this. First taste in this, I have to give like a... Yeah, I'm just going to give that just a flat 6. Aftertaste, even worse. They could do it a little bit better than that. I'll give it a 5.1. I'll lean it in the right direction. I'll give the benefit of the doubt. You know, no-name brand. Give the benefit of the doubt. But still, low rating. Is it smooth? I don't know. That whole thing leaving you wanting more. It's kind of got a little bit more carbonation than it probably needs. Would have to say that smoothness factor is still probably sitting at about a 6.5. In terms of balance, I mean, it's kind of all over the place. I mean, you got a little bit of that. When they say CranFizz, like, is there any flavor to that? You know what I mean? Am I gonna have that distinct taste where I'm gonna be like, yeah, there's some kick-ass stuff. Like, you know, you have some of those cran raspberry flavors, right? Just punch you in the mouth and just tastes pretty phenomenal. Ooh-wee! I don't think this one's gonna be. Oh no. Yeah. Like, okay, maybe I'm crapping on this a little bit too much here, but I know. You know, it is what it is. It kind of doesn't have that ebb and flow with it. For me personally, but I'll give it a 7 for balance and overall taste and value of this. I'll give it a 6.5. You know, if this is like the last thing on the shelf, you know, I'd probably buy it. It's on sale, decent price. I mean, you get a lot of them. You know, it's still gonna feed that hunger that you get for that sparkling water crave. You know, so I mean that's still decent in its own right, given the fact it's a no-name brand. You got to give it props for that as well too. I mean, the pricing is there, the quality. I would argue not so much. They could have a little bit more flavor, a little more distinct taste, a little bit more zingy balance to it, you know, kind of creating that into a tornado of goodness, you know, but not really seeing too much of that here. Okay, now on to the most messed up part in my dumbass mind of what I've created here. Whipping up a little concoction of what we call the final fusion, what I call the final fusion. Final fusion is basically where I take one of my all-time favorite hot sauces. Basically back in the day, like I said in this other video, back in the day I took Tabasco and I was like, well, I'm gonna put it on everything, and I just threw it on a banana, right? Threw some Tabasco on a banana, ate the banana. I was like, you know what? Damn, this is actually pretty good. So now I just had a stupid idea to just put Tabasco on whatever. So what I have here is my trusty handy Tabasco. I'm gonna have to pick up more. God dang. So this is where I basically fuse them all together. I guess just for my own self-loathing. Man, I'm basically just kicking myself in the damn nuts. I mean, last time I was like almost choking and dying, just keeling over here. So also for your entertainment and satisfaction here, let's go with the satisfaction entertainment for all you 3 or 4 people that might be watching. Oh, holy jizz factory. H.C. Murphy. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Definitely feeling that. Not as bad as the first one. Episode 1, that one takes the cake. I was like choking on the floor and like keeling over, and then after the video went off, that was it. But for that, there you have it. Got the review of the Peach Perrier in the can. CranFizz. Definitely not here to bring you the most pleasant of endings for myself. Glutton for punishment, I suppose. Peach Perrier, Western Family CranFizz. So leave it at that, and I look forward to reviewing a crap ton more of this in the coming videos here. And on to the next video. So I hope you stay real, and I'll stay Caveman.